I grew up in Utah in a Mormon community, and everybody that I grew up with was also Mormon, and I loved that. All my neighbors were Mormon. I went to school with the same people that I went to church with, and it was awesome. It was a really tight-knit community. I felt very close to everyone, super loved and supported. I loved all the activities. We had church every Sunday, and we had something during the week and usually on the weekends, and it was very involved. But I'm realizing when I look back at it, that it also created an environment really prone to pressure and anxiety and performance, because I felt like I was being watched all the time and that I had to be perfect. I had never really questioned anything until I graduated college and I was exposed to people more often who were not Mormon. And then especially when I left Utah and I moved to North Carolina, that's when I really started to question my faith. And I distinctly remember being offered a cup of coffee after a run, and Mormons don't drink coffee, and I said yes, and I didn't tell anybody. And I just remember distinctly thinking, like, God doesn't care if I drink coffee. And if that's true, then how much of what else I believed was not true? So the first time I came to Two Cities, I leaned over to my husband and I told him, I love it here. And I think what I was responding to is that it did feel so simple, and it was just about the Bible, and it was just about believing that Christ has done everything that needs to be done for me to be saved. It wasn't that I didn't have access to the truth. I was reading the Bible, but I was also reading the Book of Mormon and the Doctrine and Covenants and the Pearl of Great Price, and trying to follow the word of wisdom and everything the prophets were preaching, that the simplicity and the power of the gospel got lost. There wasn't a specific moment, but it was more of a gradual turning on the lights. I've lived in Winston-Salem for 15 years, and I've had great friends. And since coming to Two Cities, it's been the first time that I felt like I had family and that I have a community. And it's not because of anything that I'm doing. It's not because I'm doing everything I'm supposed to do. It's because people here believe the gospel and they believe in loving one another. And it's really having that group of people that I meet with every week that has really changed my life and how I grow in my faith. Christ did everything that I need to be saved. There's nothing that I can do. And that is so freeing to me. And if I could explain that to anyone who is coming out of a very high performance religion, that's what I would want to tell them, is it's so much simpler than you think.